What's up, guys? This is the Violentcast, home to latest takes, streaming on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, all one word. The Violentcast. Go subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell for much, much more. We are getting into our monthly indie comic book reviews and haul, where I go over everything that I picked up from the previous month that came out during the past month that I'm going to read next month, and everything that I read during this past month that came out the month previous. It's mostly indies. There's a few Marvel and DC books that I now read, but most of that stuff is on the tablet, on the apps. Those get reviewed in my comic catch-up video, because I'm not reading those single issues as they come out. I'm catching up with series. I'm reading things at, the month after, 3 months after, the whole thing. So stay tuned for June's comic catch-up video. That will be all the bulk of the DC and Marvel books that I read this past month. So we're going to start off with my haul. This is from my local shop, Fourth Row Comics. This is everything that I picked up yesterday that came out the tail end of May and all throughout June. This Wednesday is July 1st, I believe. So this is everything that came out in June, and I think the last week of May. So we're going to start off with the three Marvel books that I picked up, which are all 20th century books. It's the only stuff from Marvel I really pick up. That is the stuff that was acquired, so it's tie-ins with Alien, Predator, and Planet of the Apes. So you have issue 2 and issue 3 of Predator vs. Spider-Man. You have issue 4 of Aliens vs. Avengers. Then DC, I picked up the new history of the DC universe. I'm really excited to read through this and figure this out. I did not want this cover. I wanted the connecting cover. I'm kind of annoyed about that because it wasn't a ratio. I put it down. I don't know why they would have changed this out, but what was left over, especially because I went the week that it came out, what was left, this is the best cover, and this is what they gave me. So I guess they know me, because I believe was this Mora? Yeah, this is Dan Mora. So I'm not mad about it, but I want that connecting cover. So I'm going to be on the search there. I'm probably going to have to go to Midtown and figure that out, because I work in the city. So maybe I can find it in Midtown. But that's going to be a really cool connecting cover and a cool series. I flipped through that a little bit. It looks sick. Issue 4 of Absolute Flash. Loving the Absolute. That's really what I'm picking up from DC, is just Absolute Flash and Absolute Martian Manhunter. This is issue 3, and I also have issue 4. I love the variants here. I think they're incredible. Then going on to Boom Studios with issue 1 of VR Troopers, which is a spin-off of the characters in Power Rangers Prime. This is issue 7. Then finally from Boom is issue 42 of Something is Killing the Children. Then going into Dynamite, there's a lot of issues going on with Dynamite right now. They are really the singular company that I'm watching suffer with this whole Diamond Select, Diamond Distributions, bankruptcy, turnover, whatever, where all these companies are basically leaving Diamond because of the way that the new owners are handling distribution and payment. And Marvel seems to not be affected at all. Image and DC left years ago. And the only one that I'm really seeing having a hard time is Dynamite, which I still haven't picked up. You can watch the previous video. I still haven't gotten Darkwing Duck issue 4. I'm now 2 months without that issue. It looks like the end of next month, they're going to just double release books 1 week, where you're going to get issues 7 and 8, 9 and 10, for multiple series all in 1 week, which is a huge wallet buster, and I'm not appreciative of. But I finally picked up issue 7 of Terminator. They did have that. I did get issue 8 of Terminator, which was cool to have that. And then issue 3 of Thundercats Lost. Everything else I think was pushed back to the end of July. They started resoliciting all that stuff. So hopefully I can get issue 4 of Darkwing Duck. I would have thought it was already released, because it was solicited and it says that it was released. So I'm hoping that I can find it somewhere. Then going on to the rest of the stack, which is Image, like it is every month. issue 2 of I can't say this word. Execute Corpses by James Tynion IV. Really sick variant cover. I was busy working and I could not go to the signing at Midtown a couple weeks ago. I was really upset about that. Issue 3. Is this issue 3? Issue 3 of I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer. I love these covers. Issues 14 and 15 of Rat City. Issues 7 and 8 of G.I. Joe. So this is sick. This is a die cut, but I've never seen them do it like that. I gotta get this into a baggie ASAP so that doesn't get destroyed. And then issue 8. In the Energon universe, we have issue 21 of Transformers. It just announced that issue 25, I believe. Dan Mora will be taking it. They're changing the creative team. Dan Mora is somehow getting involved there. There's a whole bunch of really interesting changes happening on that creative team. And then finally, issue 28 of Rogue Sun and issue 34 of Radiant Black with a connecting cover. Super excited about that. Yeah. I know I'm going to forget the numbers of 2 covers, which have Virgin covers. All right. That being said, let's get on to the review. So that's everything I picked up that came out at the tail end, maybe the last week of May, and the entire month of June. So this is everything I read in June, most of which came out in May and maybe the last week of April. So we'll go on to this stack of actual reviews. So this is stuff. We're going to start off with 20th Century Fox. It's one book, 20th Century Studios. Predator versus Spider-Man issue 1. I like the setup. I'm excited to check out the next 2 issues. Looks really good. It was a lot of fun. It was very well drawn. Okay. Then DC, we have issue 3 of Flash. I think I did a review on this. I got a ratio. Also, awesome issue, awesome series. I love it. Okay. Going to Boom, issue 6 of Power Rangers Prime. I'm really enjoying this. I just realized that the variant covers are actually the season correlating with the number of the issue. So this is the 6th season. This is Lightspeed Rescue. Really enjoy that. Okay. I said I really like the Flash stuff. I'll talk more about that in my catch-up reviews. But Power Rangers Prime has been a reboot of the Power Rangers stuff while paying attention to other tokusatsu as with American ties, as well as just hints and bits of like what has happened in the last, like the major Boom Studios run, and they're remaking it with new characters and they're trying to tie in older stuff. It's really interesting. So a new reader would love it and an old reader can also appreciate it. And so far 6 issues in, it's been pretty fantastic. It was a slow burn for a little bit, but now it's starting to catch fire. With that being said, this is 41. This is issue 41 of Something is Killing the Children. We're still in that like flashback phase. I am enjoying to see the relationship between Edgar Slaughter and her teacher. I am really liking to see like the struggles that she was going through. Okay, Dynamite, issue 3 of Darkwing Duck. I read this, still in for 4. Awesome cover. I love this backstory. I know this whole series, right, is like origins, like, you know, the man behind the duck, and, you know, previous stories leading up to the established series that ended at like 12 issues. I love this story. I think him learning all the moves and earning his way in the dojo was really sick. Issue 2 of Thundercats Lost was awesome. I'm liking this team. I'm upset about the loss of their leader, but I'm really enjoying this team and the way they're panning out. Okay, issue 15 of Thundercats was really good. This new hairstyle from Lionel's interesting, and him meeting Apex, which is his future version of himself, was really cool, and I'm excited to see the training that goes down. Issues 3 and 4 of Silverhawks is awesome. I love this series. The way that they're building this team, it's so well paced. It's so well structured. It's a lot of fun. You're getting lots of character development, lots of background information, but we're only 4 issues in and we've established so much and we've had so much action. It's incredible. Issue 1 of Expert Corpses by James Tynion IV. Awesome variant cover. I love this cover. This book is awesome. It set the stage for this battle royale, assassin, millionaire, mafia sponsored tournament in this lockdown town. And we're going to see like what happens to the people that are stuck in there on Halloween. Very interested. We've got 1 confirmed kill so far. Really cool. Issue 2. So that was the first issue from Image. So now we're at Image, which was this whole stack. I like to show the Image stack. I Was a Fascist School Serial Killer issue 2. I love this series. This series is beautifully written, beautifully drawn. It's a lot of fun. It's well thought out. This issue can't breathe. Sorry, guys. This issue was just perfect, and I'm excited to see the rest of the series and how it turns out. I'm hoping it's more than 6 issues, but it probably won't be. Final issue of Grommets, though, issue 7, really, really well done how they ended this series. I loved it. I like how it ended. I won't spoil the twist, but I'm hoping we get a sequel ongoing of just these 2 kids hanging out after the fact of the events of all this book, because they went through a massive trauma bond, and I'm really excited. I really enjoyed this cast of characters, and I'm excited to see the main 2 characters still be friends. Okay, issue 13 of Rat City was kind of crazy. There was a lot of stuff going on here. I thought it was really cool. I like how we got this origin story for another character that's going to be introduced now, and I'm excited to see how that pans out. Issues 10 and 11 of Witchblade. This ends with an incredible, like, just full page spread of the darkness being unleashed, and I'm so happy that this has been this big build to build her like taking on the Witchblade and accepting the Witchblade and building this cast of characters around herself, and now finally darkness is coming. And it kind of sucks that Witchblade was used as a series to just build towards a modern darkness, but I'm excited because I really enjoyed how this was played out. I really enjoyed the artwork in every issue, and I can't wait to see what these 2 do, and hopefully we get another title that spins out of this. Going into the Energon universe, we have Energon Universe 2025 special. Really cool, lots of interesting stories. I really like this, and it sets up the stage for some stuff that's going to go down soon. Issue 6 of G.I. Joe was awesome with, like, I'm pretty sure this is the issue where Cobra Commander confronts Duke for the first time. Issue 20 of Transformers, really, really sick. We get some of the aerial, is it the aerial bots? I think it's the aerial bots, but like just a well done series. We're 20 issues in. I have lost no interest in the series. I can't wait to read every single issue that comes out. This is my favorite series. Like, you know, this and Radiant Black are incredible to me, and I love how they were able to refresh Transformers so well. And then finally, we have issues 27 of Rogue Sun, which was really sick. This new villain is really interesting. I like how they're fighting him. I'm really excited to see how that pans out. And then finally, issue, that's 34. So this is 33 of Radiant Black. So you'll see how this connects like this. So I have 2 other issues that connect. So this is the 4th of the connecting covers. This is the 4th of the connect. This is the 3rd. I wonder how many issues they're going to do to connect, but this is great. I like it. Just interesting because like they had this big massive event, and he's still dealing with all the trauma even though that event is over. So like it's cool to see. It's fun to see the development still going on, and I just never get bored. We're 30 plus issues in, and I'm still not bored of these characters. Incredible book. So that's everything I read in the month of June. Indies, a couple Marvel, a couple DC, a lot of fun. Stay tuned for the comic catch-up video where I talk about all of the books I read on the DC Infinite app and the Marvel Unlimited app. And stay tuned to everything I'm about to read, all the singles I'm about to read this month. So stay tuned to the end of July, the beginning of August to see reviews on this as well as the next month's pickups. With that being said, guys, get in the comments, discuss what are you reading, what have you picked up, what are you interested in, what did I pick up, which covers did I that I got do you like, which covers should I have gotten, what are you reading that I'm reading. Let's discuss in the comments. Remember, this is the Vile Casket, home to Lame is Tasty. Check me out on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, where you subscribe, like, and comment, hit the bell for much more, and do me a massive favor and stay lame.